Please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Hello traders and welcome to analysis of DXY and other forex pairs. My name is Vic. Thanks for joining me here. What dollar has done is it has reached 100 against all odds, against all the media saying that the dollar was going to die and it was going to go to 78 and all that. It has started its journey from 89 and it has reached 100. It has in fact now been trading over 100 now, and it is unstoppable right now, and it can continue to rise further. So let's see what we can do actually, and what kind of opportunities we have on dollar. Even if you're not trading dollar, you should still be looking at dollar index because it can affect other currency pairs, and it can also affect several other asset classes, right? So let me grab my pen and then we'll continue with this. Okay, so what we have here is, let's first look at the overall scenario, which is the monthly time frame scenario. So what we can say is that market is creating this W pattern here, and this W pattern is not completing here. In fact, it actually goes somewhere around here near about 110 or so, and that's where this structure is as well. So in coming months, it can potentially reach that particular level. I've been repeating this for months now. Right now here in this structure here, what we can see is that this is simply a sideways channel, and this is the mid of the channel. The market took a little pause here and then continued to rise above. So right now this is going towards the end of the channel, and it can continue to do that because we have this W pattern, and this is a specific kind of W pattern which usually goes towards the previous structure or even higher than that. Now this level here is nothing but a fib level, which is 61.8 of this, right? And this level is 78.6. So if the market breaks through this 61.8, it is expected to reach higher level around 110 or even higher than that as well, right? So this is the overall scenario on dollar. This can change over time, and if it does, then we'll have to reanalyze, but this is how it is looking right now. Now, if we just focus on this local structure here and we bring in the original analysis, this is how we have been trading, and tracking this. All of these things have actually come true. If you go back to our channel and look at the previous analysis, you will see we have been trading and tracking all of this. And now what we have is that market has reached this particular level, which is 100. Now it has gone to the next level, which is 100.719 accurately. Now, market may continue to rise above this. It may take a little pause because it is around 100, and so far it has not reacted to 100. So beware, it can actually come down a little bit, or start to consolidate, pretty much how it did here, how it did here, right? It can start to consolidate around 100, but we have a very large gap available here at this particular place, and we'll see that when we look at water and research as well. That is also telling us that we have large gap available here, so market could be heading towards this previous structure here. Now if this previous structure is broken, then we are looking for near about 104.627 level, because what will happen in that case is that the market will create um, a different kind of W pattern, an extended W pattern. And there are a few variations to this. If the W pattern does not finish here, if the market still continues to rise higher, then we can expect market to continue to go to 111 level or so, right? So this is that next level. So dollar can take a little bit of pause, it can take a little bit of correction or consolidate here, and then it can rise to gap level here. And if this previous structure is broken, then we are looking for the next level as 104.627, and then we may have to revisit or reanalyze, but it's quite possible that after that it will shoot to 110 or so, 111 or so, around here. Okay, so that's dollar here. Okay, let's look at other stuff, what we have got on our plate. So let's go to Euro USD. Okay, on Euro USD, let's go to higher time frame. So if I go to the monthly time frame, okay, on Euro USD, what has happened here is the market has, see, this was the pre-COVID level, right? So when the COVID hit, the market started to in this month the market went up and down, and then since then the market has been going up. Right at this point in time, majority of the analysts and majority of the media outlets, they started to say this was going to form a W pattern and this was going to rise to 1.3 or so. Okay, but this wasn't the case. Why? Because the market is in consolidation, not in a kind of trend, right? So it was required to break through this level, which it was not able to. It in fact created a kind of double top, and since then it has been falling. So what you can see is that this is basically a reverse of DXY, right? So what we have is actually a W pattern, sorry, M pattern. Now the market took a little bit of upward move from here, and if you remember, I'll show you that actually in a second. If you remember, I posted this there could be a little bit of upward move, and there was a specific level which I said if it was going to act as resistance, then market was going to fall down. And since then, market has been falling down because that level actually worked out perfectly fine. Let me actually show you if I can find that. Okay, so this is the one. You can find this idea on TradingView. I posted this a couple of weeks ago, and I said if let's go to the weekly. Okay, this is how it was. I said if this level holds as a resistance, then the most probably the market was going to fall down to this level, which is 1.416162. And if it continues to fall, then the next level is going to be 1.01694. Okay, this particular zone. Okay, now obviously this is multi-week, so this is higher time frame. This is this may take months, right? But since then, see, what you can see is that for last 3 weeks it has been falling down accurately. Now, right now, this is inside a kind of FCB zone here, a minor FCB zone, right? And it has been able to break through that. So if I go back to the other chart here, which is this one, okay, so the market has actually broken through this trend line, and it may perform a little bit of retest. So in coming days or week, it can probably you probably experience that market will try to go up a little bit, right? If you find a good confirmation on daily time frame or higher time frame, then only you will look for bigger upward move. Otherwise, the market is expected to reach this particular structure zone, right? This particular here line here. So let me actually put a line here so that you remember which one was it. So approximately 1.07 level or so, it can reach there. In fact, it can go down deeper into this zone. So let me put a line here. So these are two lines. The third level is 1.05935. You can see them on your charts here. All these levels are available. And if the market continues to fall down, remember the DXY can form an extended W pattern. Same way, this Euro USD can form an extended M pattern, and in that case, it may fall down to near about 1.04183, this particular FCP zone. Okay, so this is structure zone, this is FCP zone. So this is how it is looking. It is looking bearish, but for a few days or so, it can actually try to go up because it will try to react to this, this trend line and minor FCP zone, which it is sitting at. Okay, so this is how it is looking on Euro USD. Let's look at GBP USD. On GBP USD, what actually happened here is that we had a W pattern here, and since the W pattern is complete, the market it was falling down, and now it is expected to fall down further into this structure zone. So this is a big structure zone. I know this is very large structure zone, but why I've done that is because it actually comprises of two things. One is this is an FCP zone here. Okay, so let me put few lines here so that you remember the levels, approximate levels here. So these are two levels, 1.29319, 1.28682. And then we have a gap available here, which is approximately here around 1.27755. So if the market starts to fall down, then the first level will be this FCP zone here, and if it continues to fall, then it will probably try to close that gap available at 1.2775755. Okay, so this is how it is looking, and this market is falling because of W pattern, which is complete. And once the W pattern is complete, the market goes down. Now after that, what we can do is we can have an M pattern, and once the market has reached this particular area, it may start to go up. Okay, so this is what we have on GBP USD. Let's look at USD CAD. Now USD CAD is in a bit of weird situation here, because what has happened here is the market actually, I'm not sure whether you remember this, but I posted this Um, oops, sorry. I posted this months ago that market was creating a W pattern, and this W pattern made the market fall. It created this M pattern after that, and market has been going up, but it has failed to reach this level here, which is the profit target of an M pattern, right? This is 1.30152. It so far it has not been able to reach that. It has tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, near about 8 times to break through this range. So market is currently simply ranging here, right? So this is simply sideways range on USD CAD right now. And we are looking at monthly time frame. If I go to the weekly time frame, actually on daily time frame, what we can see is that market could be creating a W pattern here. So if the market breaks through this 1.26936, then it can reach 1.27734. So it needs to start to go upwards, right? And right now, this is looking like a bad behavior and it has been cleaned up. So the market may revisit this range, which has already been acting as like very good range area. You can see this is where the market has been heading to. If the market goes up, it comes back to this neutral zone, goes down, comes back to this neutral zone, comes down, goes back to this neutral zone. So it may try to go back up in this particular area. So this is what we have on USD CAD. If I go to okay, so the next one will be USD JPY, which a lot of you have actually asked me to analyze. Now before we go there, let me show you this. i posted this I posted this several months ago, right? And I said, watch out USD for a possible breakout. And this was the area, right? Since then, USD JPY has not stopped. Why? Because this was the area where it was going to go for a parabolic from, right? Since then, it has been just going parabolic and it is not stopping. In fact, it may continue to rise even further because this place where it actually took a little bit of pause, it actually gathered even more strength. So this was one area, this was second area. Now it is going towards ultimate profit target, where it can finish its parabolic move. Okay, so this turned out to be very good idea here. Now let's see what it can do. So for that, let's come to this chart. Okay, and if I go to the monthly time frame and if I reset, what we can see is that market is creating this sort of structure here, and there is a trend line, so the market could be heading into that. This is where it became parabolic. So this is where I posted that idea. The next place was here where it took strength from, and the market could be heading into 127.757 or 129.646, right? Now, I won't be surprised if this entire month actually gets reversed and it becomes doji or even a bear candle. Okay, so watch out towards the end of the month, and that if that happens to USDJPY, then that can also affect DXY and other currency pairs. But it is expected to reach 127.757 and then 129.656, so somewhere around there. Actually, in fact, 128 is far better. It will be kind of median sort of here. So this is the zone where I'm expecting USD JPY to reach. Why? We have a W pattern which can reach something like this. Okay, so this is how it is forming right now. Okay, and so this movement which is happening currently, this one, this is still in very much strength. So if you're trying to take a short here, do not try to do that because you will only lose the trade. This is very strength. This is very strong at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles have formed for last 6 weeks. It has just been going up, right? And it may actually continue to go up into one of these areas. 128 is kind of median where it can reach to. So this is what we have on USDJPY. Do we have anything else? Okay, let's look at AUDUSD. I think that one I missed. Okay, let's look at AUDUSD. Okay, on AUDUSD. Okay, this is the structure zone and FCP zone. So we have, let me put those lines so that you can check out the levels. Okay. I will try to post these charts in our Telegram group as well. So if you have not joined that Telegram group, you can find the link to that in the description of this video. Okay, so the market may try to reach this FCP zone, and this is actually a structure zone and FCP zone, which is around 0.73778, and it can go a little bit deeper because we have 0.618 fib level, which is around 73547. And if this level is broken, then the next level is going to be a little minor level, which is not a major one, but it's a minor one. That is around 0.73223. And if it continues to fall into this, then it will complete a kind of M pattern. So this will be a major FCP zone, and that is around 0.72552. Okay, so this is what we have on here. Remember, the DXY can still rise up, and it may just be like consolidating here, pretty much like how it did. So watch out. Watch out for movement on DXY and USDJPY, because they are the ones which are actually driving the market right now. So keep an eye on them, irrespective of what USD based currency pairs that you're trying to trade at the moment. So if you enjoyed this analysis, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and share it with other traders and trading communities. And if you have any questions or any comments, please put them at the bottom of the video, at the below this video, and I'll try my best to answer them. Right? I'll see you in the next one. Have a great trading week. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see Core Strategy Training Program. On this page you'll be able to see the testimonials of previous students and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence Training Program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to vikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see and submit this form.